Okay, we're back for part 3 of the block rim video series, and what I will show you here today is how to glue these rings together. They've all been sanded in the prior video, sanded flat, so you want to look them over and make sure that the grain matches up and the color and everything in the 3 rings you select. And one of the problems with gluing something like this together, when you laminate it, you put the glue on and everything starts sliding around and you've got your hands full if you want to keep that stuff straight. So I've done some different things in the past, but I just developed a new way. Yesterday I thought of it, and this morning I came up with this method of keeping everything straight. And what it involves is putting some small dowels in, and what I'm using are these bamboo skewers. They measure like 1/8 of an inch. Some of them might be a little oversized, but what you want to do is drill your 1/8 inch hole in a scrap piece of hardwood like this and make sure they fit. If they don't fit, if they're a little tight, you can still save it by putting the thing in here and carefully, like driving it through with a hammer. It'll size that dowel down to the size that you want it. And you can make any kind of dowel yourself, in fact, by even starting with square stock, by having a larger hole just, about the size of your square, and you can drive that square peg through there and get progressively smaller right down to the size you want, and that will shave that dowel down to whatever size you need. So I've got these pieces here, and what I've done, I've taken this little stick just to cut these things. I found a chisel works real well rather than monkeying around with a saw, but I put 2 lines on here that I want my dowels about 3/4 of an inch. So I just line that up on here, put the chisel down, and bear down on it and cut it, and it'll cut the bamboo without splintering it. Then all you want to do is round the edges off. So it'll go into the holes easily. Now the one part of this, well, let me back up just for a second. What I've done on the center ring is I've made 2 marks, and they are to divide the long side of this cut, the angled cut, into thirds. And that's going to be where the joints are staggered on this. So when you see the 3 pieces are put together, I've made these marks on the points where the joints are to show how the thing is staggered around like that. It's into thirds. So I've made these marks around on 4 sides of the center rim, okay? And this is going to be the top. And this part, I've already drilled these holes in here, so I'll show you that, and then I'll go to the drill press and show you what's going to take place in there. So I say into the center, this would be the bottom, and I've laid this up to drill the holes, and I've set the drill press up so that they would drill into the center part just about 3/8 of an inch. So when we put this all back together like so, you can see it holds everything very securely, so when it comes time to glue this up, I won't have to worry about that sliding around at all. And I've glued these like very close to the edge here, as close as I could possibly come, on the point where these 2 pieces intersect and become flat. Okay, so I've got the drill press set up here. I set the stop so that we're drilling about 3/8 of an inch into the center rim for our little dowel. And I've got my marks here, and like I said, I'm going to bore this as close to the edge as possible. Okay. This one got quite close, so I may have to redo that. I think it's just a little bit off, so I'll just shuffle over here a little bit and drill another one. Okay, that should be fine.